In the fall of 2019, I recruited two of my best pals to help me. What would it be like if we brought the Golden Girls into the real world? The Golden Girls has been a staple of my life. What does that look like for other people? On a Saturday afternoon in the fall, we popped up and administered the gospel of the Golden Girls to unsuspecting folks walking by. The genesis of the idea came from the proselytizing I witnessed in the New York City subway system. And I think, does this really work? Are people coming over there? Why not take the proselytization approach and marry it to the lessons of the Golden Girls? Designed a brochure, picked quotes from each of the apostles, Dorothy, Blanche, Sophia, and Rose, that embodied feelings, advice, wisdom, a life lesson one could live by. Welcome into the world, the gospel of the Golden Girls.
Hello, have you accepted the Golden Girls into your life?
It'll change your life. We're also collecting lingerie for needy sexy people, but just unworn.
Many people had no idea what was happening. It kind of picked up. It got better. The Golden Girls help you find your people, and then our people found us.
Thank you. Thank you. I love the Golden Girls.
This is fantastic.
I don't know what it is, but I love the idea.
We had a good time. People were happy. It made them laugh. There is a sincerity behind the cheekiness. When I talk to people, the Golden Girls is more than just a show. It's a tie to the past, friendship, a source of joy and comfort, and can be turned to at a time when they might be struggling, suffering, a loneliness. When I set out to do the gospel of the Golden Girls, it was from more of the joyous perspective. Now, for me, the gospel of the Golden Girls has changed. In the Golden Girls, it doesn't shy away from being sad, from being painful. I recognize now that I left that part of the gospel out. My mother died. Yeah, it's a hard one to say. 3 days before her 61st birthday, my mother had a stroke and discovered she had terminal lung cancer that had spread to her brain. My father and I took her home on hospice, where I helped care for her in the final 3 months of her life. On a Saturday afternoon, January 14th, she went to sleep, and unexpectedly, she didn't wake up. When she died, I lost a founding member of my team, and the world got much smaller for me. Each one of the Golden Girls experience loss. Sophia, her son, Phil. The way Blanche says that she isn't anybody's little girl anymore. Rose helped Charlie have his dignity. The fear Dorothy has in losing her mother, because it would mean she was an orphan, that there would be nobody left to remember her in the way that only your mother can. Because they moved me, but I didn't feel it the way I feel it now. I couldn't have known how deeply honest their portrayals really were.
The bottom line is, if you take a chance in life, sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. But honey, if you don't take a chance, nothing happens.
My most relatable tenet of all in the Gospel of the Golden Girls. I have sat on this footage for nearly 4 years. I've been afraid, and there always felt like something was missing. Then after my mother died, something unlocked itself. I never told my mom that I did the pop-up event. As I try and make this video, I think she'll never see it. And that hurts. And Danny and Hillary agreed to do this funky pop-up without hesitation. My mother got sick and I told them. They showed up for me again without hesitation. That is also a gift of the Gospel of the Golden Girls. If I were ever to do a second Gospel, I most certainly would include a new tenet.
I guess there's a lesson to be learned here. Sometimes life just isn't fair, kiddo.